What is up? What is up, guys? This is the Merc with the Mic, and this is another The Wrestling Babble podcast by Red Cycle Inc. I'm Merc with the Mic. I'm joined by Lubins.
What's up? What's up?
And we got TLC coming up. We're going to have a preview of TLC today. You'll have some news within the wrestling world. Neville gets his first title after a year and a half out of wrestling.
Nice.
We got some NXT news, UK news, takeover plans and all that stuff. NXT was a solid show. Crazy stories. Love everything they're doing over there, especially with the whole Johnny Gargano shit being kind of like an anti-villain kind of shit right now.
Yeah, man. But also, did you notice how Ciampa really just stayed on the outside and played them both? Like,
yeah, he
like
just instigated that shit. He's like, he said your hair is funny.
Yeah, man. Like, when Johnny gets his sights on something, it's you. Like, what about me? Nope.
And I like Ciampa. Like, oh, this is the Johnny I like.
But yeah, NXT was actually really fun this week.
Yeah, really fun NXT. I did not get to watch 205, so that's something I had to catch up on.
Oh, you didn't get to see the debut of the Golden Links, the actual outfit now?
No, I did not.
They said the Rhino has new tights, and they're actually all gold with black like trim and stuff. It looks pretty cool.
Oh, cool.
And Lucha House Party had a match, but I like that you said they had a match on Raw too, so they basically did double duty.
Yeah.
Like, that match was really good.
Cool. I definitely gotta check it out. I gotta watch 205. Watch NXT UK, which was a solid show as well. You see them building a heel faction that's kind of getting built, so they're gonna be the leads of the federation. I think it's gonna be one of the Coffee brothers versus Pete Dunne at the takeover they do in January.
Okay.
But you also got this dude, Jordan Devin, winning again. He's been solid as hell, and then he fought Pete Dunne last week, which was an amazing match. Rhea Ripley is selling me as the champ. She's a badass. She's straight out badass.
Okay, good.
So NXT UK has been solid as well. SmackDown, again, another good episode for SmackDown. The funniest shit was Xavier Woods put the Captain Planet picture with Daniel Bryan, and I was like, that's spot on.
Yeah, man. I mean, pretty much the evil Captain Planet.
Yeah, so that shit had me rolling. So I was like, so I sent that to Menu with the opinion because he never saw the Captain Planet thing. So I was like, yo, watch it, and then you understand Daniel Bryan's character. So he watched it. He said, I never laughed so hard.
Yeah, man. Shout outs to Don Cheadle.
Yeah, man. Get in your tree, bitch.
We could just say that this was another week where SmackDown was a way better, way better to watch show than Raw.
Hands down, like throughout the whole everything.
You had actually great matches this week, and you had a lot of really good like entertainment. Brian's promo was just that he was on point.
Yeah.
So I'm glad to see this new direction for him. Hopefully, he gets to have all the really good matches. Like, I'm sure for now, it seems like they're trying to play Miz as his ally. You saw when AJ came, how he was just basically just backing him up.
Actually, Miz was just caught in the middle.
No, he was literally grabbing at his ankle to keep AJ from grabbing him. Like, he was literally being a thorn in AJ's side. So I thought that was kind of interesting. So I want to see how they're going to play that.
Are we going to see Miz and Daniel Bryan tag team?
Maybe. So, but I'm saying, like, that got me thinking, like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Solid story, solid building, solid story throughout the whole division. Yeah, everything is playing its point. Yeah, tag team division is going crazy. So you had a lot of good stuff on SmackDown. I wish I could say the same thing for Raw.
Like I said, they are giving you lots of information about stuff that's coming up, like for the pay-per-views and whatnot. And like I said, the opening segment was all right. It was talking, but it was all right. But it's just like, nothing was too great on this week's show.
Yeah.
What was your most exciting moment
on Raw? When it finished. No, I liked the Dean Ambrose promo. Him coming out Bane was kind of funny. Him wearing that leather coat is kind of weird, but it works. Um, I really hope that's not his theme. I really hope, because that's just annoying. But other than that, it was solid promos. I think that's the best thing out of Raw right now is the IC title, Seth Rollins versus Dean Ambrose thing. I think that's going to be the best thing out of that in any way. I'm not sure what they're trying to do. What they should have done, and I was saying this to you last week, is they should have the heels dominate until the pay-per-view. So don't have Finn Balor get over. You have the heels all jump him. Have the heels all jump Elias. And that's the basic thing what you're trying to do, is trying to make a standing of how strong your stable is. Then you do that. It's fine if the villains win a couple episodes. They used to do that shit all the time in the Attitude Era. Honestly, the Attitude Era was probably like 70% heel dominance.
Well, I mean, you remember it was Triple H. He was always winning, always cheating, but getting away with it. So that's pretty much what it was.
Yeah. For a while, like 70%. 70% was a heel dominant, and then the babyface will rise on the pay-per-view.
Yeah, like let's not talk about how many times Vince put himself over.
Yeah,
when he was heel. So yeah.
So those are the things that they should have done. I think they should have made it more of a thing that them being the stable, them being dominant. So you should not have Finn Balor trying to wreck things. You should have had all them like pretty much get fucked up this whole episode. And then when you get to the go home episode, that's when you could have brought in the person that's going to fight Baron Corbin, and you could have had him clear the ring and things like that. But
they still didn't do that?
No.
They still haven't announced who that is?
No. They're saying that Strowman's still going to fight, so.
Okay. All right. If they say so.
He's going to fight with one hand.
If they say so.
I do not like the Bobby Lashley and Elias stuff. I just don't think they are that compatible in a match. Their matches are off to me. They just... It's
not exciting.
No.
It's just... This is like middle of the road.
I like Elias's promos. I like him. He gets good with the promos, but them two in the match, it just don't match. Like their matches are off, and like they don't have charisma. They don't have chemistry with each other.
Yeah. This is true.
It looks like freaking oil and water, like separate ways.
Yeah, no, I actually understand what you mean. That's what I'm saying. Nothing really stood out too much this week for me.
I did like the women's dominance in the beginning of the show.
When
they destroyed Ronda and Natty.
I mean,
I was fine with that if they would have kept it that way.
It was just weird, though. I don't know.
Like I didn't mind the heel again going to heel dominance. Have the heels take over, and then you have the babyface come back in the go home show or in the pay-per-view. I was fine with the beatdown of Ronda and Natty. I did not have to see Ronda twice. I really don't. They doing the same shit that they did with Roman Reigns. Honestly, they are doing the same exact shit. We don't see. I love Roman Reigns. We don't need to see him 3 times in the show.
Yeah, you're right.
And that's exactly what they're doing with her right now. And it's getting really annoying. But I did like the whole heel dominance. I liked the heel beatdowns and everything. I don't like the fact that they have her coming back too fast instead of just taking the beatdown.
Yeah, I mean, that's why she gets the comparisons to Brock Lesnar.
Yeah. But it's annoying. That's like that. But I like the fact that they used the Riot Squad to get into it because they had a rivalry with Natty. So it made sense that the people that came out to fuck them up it made sense because one was fighting Natty and the other one was fighting Ronda.
Yeah. Okay.
So it made sense to that. I didn't like the ending of it.
Yeah.
I didn't. It was like,
it's just weird. Why do they just do that? That weird. To see the little cuts they do in between when they're transitioning, like why they show them standing in the hallway, talking about showing that he just standing there all bagged up, and then like they shine the camera on them for like an inappropriately, just an awkward amount of time.
Yeah, and they're like just hanging out, looking sideways,
looking beat up, and then they go, "Can somebody get some help?" I'm like, "What?" What?
You know what bothers me too is when people are watching the screen in the backstage and they're always standing and looking to the side.
Yeah,
I really hate that, and that's something that was like no one really stands to watch TV.
Listen, it makes for great little Twitter things because watching Mania, make
Yeah,
sure to keep track of those. I forgot how many we're up to, but there's a lot. A lot of,
yeah,
there was, I think the most maybe it was during the Sasha Bailey period on Raw when they were doing the counseling thing. There was
yeah,
just so many. Why? Just why
yeah.
you on TV? Yeah,
Yeah, like I'll be sitting down watching TV. I ain't fucking
exactly.
standing up. Fuck you. All right. So Raw needs a lot of work. I wish I could write for Raw.
All around.
Just make me honestly, dude. I don't know. You know what? I seen Lincoln actually had WWE writer jobs. I'm gonna apply.
Okay, do it.
I have no experience whatsoever,
Oh,
but I could make a hell of a wrestling story.
do it. Do it. Get in.
Oh man,
Get that foot in the door.
I'm be. I'm just gonna use everybody. See, this is something that I actually watched on a house show, and the crowd was really into it.
Okay.
Apollo Crews versus Bobby Lashley.
Oh yeah, I saw somebody post up the clips.
And Apollo Crews, Gorillas press slam Bobby Lashley. And I was like, yeah, you always had a Bobby Lashley already in your roster, and you just don't use him. And Apollo Crews, and he's a better wrestler. Apollo is a great wrestler. I was talking to you this last week also, is that Apollo has been winning matches like quietly, but they haven't really been doing much with him at all either. And he's gotten like the blue promo time he had, it was sounded pretty good. Like he sounded believable.
Yeah.
Instead of sounding like someone wrote shit for him.
You know what? Thinking about it, the thing is, he never really had a sustained rivalry with anybody. He had a small one with Miz.
Yeah.
Remember, he had a small one on SmackDown with Miz.
That's when he should have got the IC title, but then he got traded to Raw.
No. And then, again, like since then, he's been wrestling other people. Like he does come in once in a while. They will use him, but he hasn't had any long run.
Like I said, that the whole Seth Rollins Open Challenge, that should have been Apollo.
Could have been. Well, I still think anybody, so I would have said Mustafa Ali, but yes.
Like if you're gonna go main roster guys, I would take I would take anybody from 205 against Seth Rollins. I think that would be I think most of those guys with Seth Rollins will have an amazing match. Like TJP versus Seth will be a freaking crazy match.
Yeah.
Because one thing I always gave Seth Rollins that don't have, he's not a really good technician. Okay. So imagine him wrestling someone like TJP that's an amazing technician.
That's true. But yeah, but he doesn't. Okay, you know what I'm noticing now is that all those people, the only one who's even close is Dolph Ziggler, but he's not even like that type of technician. He's a wrestler.
Yeah, he's more of a Greco-Roman style.
Yeah, his opponents haven't been technicians. You're right.
No. Yeah, so that would have been a different take on the match. You understand? Like with Mustafa Ali is just an amazing storyteller, so he'll tell a story no matter where he's at. Same thing with Cedric Alexander; they're more the high flyer but aggressive. Again, tell a story kind of thing. Yep. Apollo Crews is a mix of power and speed, so he has the speed and power, the speed of a cruiserweight, but he has the power of fucking Bobby Lashley.
Yes.
So that's a good mix that you could do.
The only thing is, I feel he needs to upgrade his moveset to show the power. Because I always say my problem with him is his moves looks like he's made out of pillows.
Yeah,
he's such a safe worker. It looks like he never hurts at all.
Yeah.
So he needs to have some type of really, massive clothesline or something, but that's not just a flying move. Because
you know who I could see like taking over as a GM kind of thing. Like say for instance, Baron Corbin loses and shit, and he comes and maybe fights him besides Wyatt.
Oh,
Kevin Owens.
Okay,
like
that makes a lot of sense.
Imagine Kevin Owens comes back as a babyface.
Well, what if Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn came back before they were both before they were both to take over? Yeah, yes, to be dueling GMs.
That would be awesome. Just because I miss those two guys a lot. Yeah.
But also just because we know that their chemistry is super good. Yeah. But also they're incredibly good on the mics. So why not put them both together in a way where we can they can even hate each other like they always do.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be best friends Sammy and Kevin.
Yeah.
So
I feel like the heel GM thing on Raw is played its course. It's been there too long, and the course of it is dying. Like
I
Kurt
think
Angle tried, but he wasn't that great.
I think it's just that Baron Corbin doesn't seem to actually be in charge because he always has to answer to Stephanie.
Yeah,
That's the problem. There's a
yeah,
problem with a lot of that stuff because Paige doesn't never says I have to answer to Shane.
yeah,
Paige just makes whatever fucking match she wants,
yeah,
and Shane just shows up dancing and fucking punching and stuff, and that's about it. Like that's the dynamic between SmackDown and Raw.
yeah,
Is that SmackDown you just get action. Like the GM says something and shit happens.
yeah,
And yeah, I don't feel that on Raw.
yeah. Exactly. SmackDown again, really better, just a hell of a lot better. I like the fact that they're adding the U.S. title in the picture as well because I think that was been a problem is the fact that we haven't been seeing the U.S. champion. But they're working on that, and the fact that him versus Rusev, I think that actually that was last year that actually made a nomination for match of the year.
Mm-hmm. I remember.
So him and Rusev will have some good matches, and maybe Rusev get a second U.S. title run.
Maybe he called it his belt.
Yeah,
So we'll see.
that's his belt.
I was feeling this promo this week, so
Me too. I like Rusev.
mm-hmm.
I think he deserves more.
He's always been entertaining. Like he's probably been one of the most I don't want to just say wrestling terms, but over with the crowd for like the longest period of time.
Yeah, I agree.
Like since the end of the tank all the way till now, Rusev's always been super popular.
I think what hurt him was that whole Dolph Ziggler, Lana leaving him for Ziggler kind of shit had that happen.
Really? See, I wasn't watching during that time.
That's what kind of messed him up because that's when they actually got married without WWE knowing and shit. So it kind of fucked up that whole storyline.
Ah, I understand.
So he got in trouble for that.
I understand.
All right. So we got TLC coming up. I have the matches list here. So I guess we do our little predictions.
Okay.
And we go into more other stuff. Elias versus Bobby Lashley, I think, which will be in the kickoff.
I mean, deservedly so. Like we just said, we know it's not going to be a great match. I mean, unless they surprise us and showing something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm expecting Elias to win.
Elias?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like Elias more than Lashley.
Mm-hmm.
Next match, Finn Balor, Drew McIntyre.
I hope. Listen, what I want to happen is for the Demon to come out and be fucking McIntyre, but I also just want McIntyre to whip his ass. So either way, I'm happy.
If it's the Demon, I say Balor wins. If it's not the Demon, McIntyre wins.
Because I don't know how big of a deal McIntyre is supposed to be in the eyes of the lore, basically.
Yeah, and I think they didn't do a good enough job building this fight either.
No, they give you a reason to know why they're fighting, but they didn't make it a grudge match or anything. There's no real like, oh, I hate that guy when I see him. It's just like, oh, he kicked me in the face.
Yeah, they didn't make it really personally or anything like that, or him like getting in the face and yelling at him and saying that you're nothing and things like that.
It's literally just Finn getting bullied.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's pretty much what happened. It wasn't anything personal. He just got bullied. So on that front, I don't know how personal it's supposed to be. So I would just say McIntyre's probably just going to beat him.
Yeah, I feel the same thing.
I mean, again, either one who wins, I'm happy, but I think it's McIntyre.
All right. Natty versus Ruby Riott in a tables match.
Ruby Riott, come on.
Yeah, I want Ruby Riott to win.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like, I like Natty, but I don't like her that much.
It's not even that. It's just, I think character-wise, that's not her type of match, and I think Ruby Riott would just beat her in a tables match.
Yes. So we are going to see the Bar, New Day, and Usos SmackDown Triple Threat match. I thought it was a TLC.
We got a preview this week.
This is not a TLC match.
Okay. All right.
I'm a little sad about that.
I mean, yeah, because we know New Day and Usos could put together a hell of a match when you put all types of shit in it. So
yeah, I'm a little sad that's not a TLC match. But I think that could be a runner-up for match of the night.
Mm-hmm.
New Day, Usos, The Bar, they all have great chemistry. They all know how to work with each other.
Yep.
That freaking spin, the top spin and the freaking leg spin shit on the Uso
Yes.
and Xavier was fucking amazing.
Yes.
These
Cesaro
guys,
is a Superman.
I think there's the difference between the Raw and SmackDown tag division. The SmackDown tag division looked like they're just having fun.
And not for nothing, it's not just two teams.
Yeah.
It's you got at least one more. So now you got Usos, New Day, and The Bar. And then there goes your variety because they're all completely different styles of wrestling.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a damn shame what's going on over there.
Yeah. But yeah, I got, you know what? I got the New Day.
I got the Usos. I think the Usos are gonna win.
Yeah. I'll take the New Day. One of them is gonna be 6-time tag team champions. Because they're all like tied.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. Next match, which I think honestly, I think this match actually should close out the night. SmackDown Women's Championship match. Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair versus Asuka in a triple threat TLC match.
Wait, it's not because the Brock match is, right?
There's no Brock match.
So what the fuck is after this?
The women's title match.
WWE. Okay.
I actually think the WWE title is gonna.
All right. You know what? Yeah. Okay. It's okay. All right. Yeah. Well, I understand.
But this is not the particular order as it's gonna go though. I'm just reading it how it's listed. No.
Okay. No, but isn't it usually that's pretty much spot on, right?
No, they always change it.
They change it. Okay. So there's a potential that this could be the last match, right?
I would say this should close out the match because I think the three competitors are the best women wrestlers they have.
Yeah, I think so. I think
three top best women. I think if you do a top 5, these 3 are in the top 5.
Yeah, definitely. Right now, especially.
Yeah. So I want Becky to keep the title, but I will be fine with Asuka winning.
I mean,
no, be boo-doo-woo. No.
But here's the thing. The thing about Asuka is that I don't like that they haven't yet kept her in a position to show like that she's a high tier wrestler. Which means a singles match, because remember this has been going on for a quite some time. Asuka has been shining, but only in multi-women matches.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what happened to showing how dangerous as a wrestler she is? So I kind of don't want her to win here.
So this is a way to really show Asuka on that side because one, she has a match with Charlotte the Tuesday before the pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
So if Asuka could destroy or actually have like a really competitive match, but actually have a really dominant win on Charlotte, and then going into this, I think that brings her right back up.
I don't think it's going to happen because it's TV, and usually some type of interference is going to happen.
No, but have Asuka like dominate the match in a way that fashion wise that you can understand why she's in this match.
I mean, no. I see what you're saying, but I'm like, what I'm hoping that they're gonna do is what you're saying, right? Mm-hmm. But I fear that even if she has the singles match with Charlotte, they're not gonna let her shine because it's gonna have story shit involved.
That's true.
Meaning it won't just be a straight up one-on-one. This is nothing. This is just two of them going at it. No, there's gonna be some Becky angle or somebody else is gonna do something like the Iconics. I feel like thus far, WWE has not shown me that they can do this because that's my whole complaint.
Yeah,
is from her after post WrestleMania, right? She just has been shining, but in these multi-women matches, but not like she was up until WrestleMania where she was beating everybody one-on-one.
That's true.
So I don't feel like now's a good time.
Yeah, I want Becky to retain. I think right now she's the hottest thing, and her being with the belt is probably the best idea.
I want Becky to have a long title reign.
And I also want to see this lineup going into a Becky versus Asuka match.
And I also, yes, this is true, but I also would like them to showcase Becky's ability to win a match in a different type of way against each opponent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I don't want her to have a short title reign where she immediately loses it when she faces Charlotte again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For the belt.
Yeah.
And this is that time. So if she faces here, loses to Charlotte, it's like, God damn it, she just lost the belt again to Charlotte. So I wanted this match to show at least how Becky could win in a 3-woman situation.
Mm-hmm.
So that adds more to you wanting to watch Becky, be the champ. So that's the one thing I'm really excited for.
And this is the first women's TLC match.
Yeah, and that's gonna be awesome. But I hope there's something original done in this match.
Yeah.
And hopefully Becky does something cool and she wins.
You know what? Not to say, but the last match, the Charlotte and Becky, the hardcore shit that they did, they did a lot of stuff that will involve like TLC stuff, and they did a lot of original stuff. So I'm excited to see where they go. And then Asuka in the mix. Asuka's just a mean woman.
Yeah. Again,
she's gonna be mean.
She was actually in the first women's ladder match.
Yes.
But we erased that from history.
No, actually, she was in the first ever women's.
No, it was a false count anyway, right?
False count. Last woman standing.
That's what it is. Thank you.
Yeah,
okay.
Nikki Cross.
Okay.
So, yeah, I this match, I think this could easily be match of the night as well. Next match, Raw Women's Champion Ronda Rousey versus Nia Jax.
I hope Nia Jax wins. That's all I gotta say.
Hope she sits on her head.
I hope she punches him in the face.
Yeah, go with the gimmick.
Thank you.
Go with the gimmick. Her finisher should be the punch to the face.
Remember what happened with Big Show? They changed him completely.
Exactly. Yeah. If her finisher is not the punch in the face now,
yeah, man,
y'all not doing it right. Because even Becky's been like everything that Becky been doing outside the ring, just with the Twitch and shit like that. She's been helping build a lot of these women.
She's keeping herself engaged with them. Like she's putting herself over, but she's also acknowledging them. So
you know what?
She's giving them room to come back.
You know what I could see happening is that Becky will lose the belt before Royal Rumble.
Okay.
And then she's gonna talk shit to every single person in the women's Royal Rumble match. And she's going to do a Stone Cold Steve Austin. She's going to come in like at number 16, 17. And every woman's going to stop and wait for her to come in. And she's going to clear house.
That like would be funny.
And she should come in a pickup truck, just like Stone Cold Steve Austin, too.
No. That's crazy. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to be in a Royal Rumble. I want her to stay champ.
Me too, but I could see that happening as well. I could see her. I would like to see. Honestly, I would like to see Sasha win the Royal Rumble.
Because here you go. Now, how many pay-per-views are between the Royal Rumble and WrestleMania?
One.
Only.
Royal Rumble WrestleMania.
Yeah,
2.
It's January to April, right? So 2. There's enough time there for what I want to have happen. I would say I want Asuka to lose this match, win the Royal Rumble again, and fight Becky and win. And then you got 2 months to have a thing between them, and then set up for Ronda versus because the company's going to do what the company's going to do.
Or
set up Becky and Ronda by having Becky get her belt back in those 2 months.
Or you could put Charlotte winning the Royal Rumble, and she picks Ronda, and then you have Becky and Asuka will line up fighting each other.
But how would Becky and Asuka fight each other? Just by they would have to have another match.
They'll have they'll probably have a number contender match or something like that. Yeah. But you have Elimination Chamber and Fastlane between WrestleMania.
Okay. So I could definitely see any of those two.
Yeah. I kind of want Nia to win just because I don't want Ronda with the belt.
Me too.
Or that would be a thing if have Ronda drop the belt and she'll win the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, I can see that as well. So I have a question. The actual next pay-per-view after TLC is Royal Rumble?
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, that makes a lot more sense as well. No, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Because Ronda and Becky, I will say will main event WrestleMania. Especially with the promo work and what Becky been doing and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll be main event. There's no one hotter right now than
Yeah,
Becky Lynch.
I'm saying right now, there is nobody on that women's roster that can compare to Becky on the mic right now.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
close second is Alexa.
That's true, but she's not active right now, unfortunately.
Yeah, because honestly, like I said this many times, their rivalry was probably one of my favorites in promo wise.
Mm-hmm.
They went back and forth, and both of them just had fun promos against each other.
They were the ones basically that raised the level of the promos for the women on the roster until that point.
They made that SmackDown the women's division hot when they first started their rivalry.
Mm-hmm.
They did. They really did.
It made you actually care about it. That's the whole thing.
Yep. Yeah. Next match: Braun Strowman versus Baron Corbin tables ladder chair match. Why are they racing this match on this match? I don't understand.
Now, see, they still have it as going to happen with Braun Strowman, so I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I think Braun may show up, and this may be the one time they have him lose.
Yeah,
because he's still injured, or they'll play it up something like maybe in real, for real, he's fine, but storyline wise, he may still be hurting.
I will say I want Baron and Corbin to win just to have him to have the full power and him working his power to get him the WWE Universal title.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that at all.
Yeah,
especially not in the situation we're in now, where our Universal Champion is absentee. Yep. Where is he?
He's hunting cows
with his bare hands. I get it, but where the cameras at? Like, you know what? I would be fine with Brock being the champ if they literally had cameras on his farm and you could see him doing crazy shit, like lifting trees and murdering cows and shit. I would be great.
You see him playing Red Dead Redemption.
He's got that same beard. Yeah. The long ass beard.
Next match, Intercontinental Championship match: Seth Rollins versus Dean Ambrose. I say Dean takes the belt.
I think Bane is taking the belt. Bane is taking the belt.
Bane Ambrose.
Bane Ambrose. Yeah.
And then we had the WWE Championship match: Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles.
I think he's gonna try to kick him in the dick again.
Yeah,
he's gonna do it again. But
why
is AJ gonna stop him? I wonder.
He's gonna wear a cup.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I just think Daniel Bryan is gonna cheat and retain.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's gonna keep the belt. So I'll say Daniel Bryan.
Again, this whole thing is a storyline I'm interested in. I wonder if is AJ going to stay the main antagonist protagonist for Daniel Bryan, or are they going to move to somebody else before The Miz?
The Miz is winning the Royal Rumble.
And I just feel like he's good. I think The Miz is going to help Daniel Bryan win this match. I just thought about that. Yep. That's right.
Miz wins the Royal Rumble. And he's the baby face going into WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
And then he goes directly heel turn right after he wins the
Yeah. I do see that. I do see that scenario.
Hey, fuck your shit.
But remember, right now he's still not good either. He's just being a weasel.
Yeah.
To the champ, which is interesting. So we'll see.
Yeah. So TLC has a good card.
Mm-hmm.
Not for nothing. And TLC is usually a good pay-per-view because the last year's was good. The year before that was good.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
So you're going to get a good pay-per-view out of TLC. I'm happy about that. We're going to have a full busy month in January as well because you have the first ever TakeOver UK. And then you have also TakeOver Phoenix. And then you also have Royal Rumble.
Nice.
Next year.
So wait. That'll be the first time there'll be 2 takeovers in a month. That's cool.
Well, yeah, UK takeover and then
UK, yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm happy. Like now, can we get a 205 takeover?
Ooh, all right.
Seeing that they don't have a match in TLC, which is a damn shame.
Wow, you're right. Okay, wow, that sucks.
That's one thing I don't like about how they treat this division. Like they should at least have one stable match on the card.
Yeah, I'm thinking about that. I'm trying to remember. They have Buddy and Mustafa last pay per view.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess the storyline hasn't caught up, which is stupid.
Yeah.
They should have just made it in at the next pay per view. Yeah, yeah. If they want to make it a main brand, yeah, it should have a pay per view. They should have a match for every pay per view now. They just should. Because remember, they literally are counting them among like brands and stuff. So hey, why not?
Yep.
So yeah, you're right.
Yep, I think so. I think that's what they should do.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else? We got Neville winning his first title at Dragon's Gate.
Oh yeah,
After
yeah.
a
You mentioned that,
year
but
on
do you
hiatus.
know who his opponent was? Because I'm not familiar with Dragon's Gate actually.
I have no clue the name of the opponent, but I just know he won the belt. He did the Red Arrow again, which looked beautiful. He looked shredded as shit, so I'm happy that he's doing it. He's going by the Bastard Pac. That's his name. I'm actually digging it. Yeah. And then there was other news that Big Cass had a seizure attack in hardcore House of Hardcore match.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. So
That's not good.
yeah, that's not good. He's been going through some shit, so hope for the best for him.
This is true. Me too. Me too. Did you see there was a wrestler that passed away? One of the old school guys.
Oh yeah, Kurt Henning's father.
Oh yeah, that's true. I was talking about somebody else actually, but yeah, that's true. I think he was 82, Kurt Henning's father.
Yeah, and I don't know the other one that passed.
Dynamite Kid.
Oh yeah, yes, my fault. Dynamite Kid. Yes, I remember that.
I believe he was 60.
You know what's funny is that I wrote that down too in my notes. If you want to see like Dynamite Kid's one of his best matches, check out New Japan. Actually, at the time, was with Tiger Mask.
Yeah, that's what I put up on Red Cyclone Twitter. I was watching a few of those because on Instagram I follow MVP and he had specifically mentioned certain matches to watch.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah.
That was 83. That was the year. So that's the year I was born. And those guys, those two specifically, were doing stuff that you never saw anybody else do.
Dynamite Kid was 10 years. 10 years in the wrong generation.
I see.
If he was like 10 years later, I think he would have been more prevalent because of his style and everything like that. He was small and then like that, but he was amazing. Yeah. If you look at the likes of Owen Hart, you look at the likes of Chris Benoit, they all took the style.
Yes, his style. They definitely see the Benoit influence.
Yeah,
you can see like even his shape. Dude.
Yeah.
But like, this is a specific thing that I noticed about Dynamite Kid, and it's just that he sure as shit knew how to put together being a heel in a match.
Yeah,
because he would just do some ruthless looking shit. I don't know if he was actually hurting the other guy, but God, the one match I did see, they must have did like 5 tombstone power drivers a piece. Like,
yeah,
crazy. Like 2 of them are outside. Man, yeah.
Another match, I'll say is you actually may be able to see it on the network. It's the Hart Foundation versus the Bulldogs.
Okay. Oh, you get to see a young Matilda as well.
Yeah.
Before she poops all over the ring.
Yep. Also, then that'll be the first time you see Brett and Dynamite Kid actually wrestle each other on TV. TV wise, they wrestled each other a bunch of times in Stampede, but it was in WWE TV. That was the first time you ever see them wrestle. And then the Hart Foundation, British Bulldog, which is Davey Boy Smith as well. Funny thing is when someone posted up like, oh, I was such a big fan and shit like that of Dynamite Kid, and they put it on Instagram. And I wrote to them, I'm like, yo, that's the wrong Bulldog.
They put a picture of the wrong person.
Yeah, they put a picture of British Bulldog.
Like,
such a fan? Yeah, that's British Bulldog. That's not Dynamite Kid.
Disrespect.
Yep. You're such a big fan, are you? But yeah,
that's what you get for just following Google.
Yeah,
because I'm sure he put Dynamite Kid. They probably showed a picture of both of them, and he probably cropped out the wrong one.
Yeah,
that's messed up.
Yeah, but yeah, he was ahead of his time. He was probably one of the first like televised cruiserweight style people.
Okay.
And yeah, he has a lot of memorable matches. But most of them are outside of WWE. So looking New Japan, looking um, Stampede Wrestling and stuff like that. He had a lot of classic stuff from there.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, definitely check out those New Japan matches though. Wow.
Yeah, I was trying to find something if he ever fought Owen Hart on television.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, because I think he had wrestled Owen Hart in Stampede, but I'm not sure if he actually wrestled Owen Hart like any on televised anything.
Mm-hmm.
And I was trying to just see if that's
Do they actually have a collection of Owens matches that weren't with WWF?
um not really. Okay, I found one in Stampede Wrestling.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I found one in Stampede Wrestling. I think they fought once in WWE as well.
Because I would really like to see more of Owen Hart's actual matches before, if there's anything that's recorded.
They had the King of Hearts DVD collection.
But that's all stuff from within the company.
Yeah, it was all with WWE. They did have some Stampede Wrestling matches on there.
Okay.
And then they had some of his early Mexico like as the Blue Blazer in there. So yeah.
All right. So I'll definitely try to track that down. Is it on the network, King of Hearts?
It might be. I'm not sure, but I know you probably could find most of his matches on there.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, I found this Owen Hart versus Dynamite Kid and Stampede. It was a hardcore match.
Wow.
I'll send you the link so you can post it.
Okay.
But yeah, rest in peace, Dynamite Kid.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Anything else for this week?
I think that's all I got.
Gotcha.
Oh, check out Up, Down, Down.
Ooh, I just wanted to say there was a cool clip of somebody that made a debut on NXT this past week. Well, show wise, it was Punishment Martinez, but he had a great match too.
Yeah, with Matt Riddle.
Matt Riddle. But I saw the clip of him getting the Spirit Bomb.
Yeah.
From Keith Lee. Jesus Christ, that move looks ridiculous. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but Punisher Martinez looks like he's gonna have a lot of potential. He's a big guy. He's like 6'5".
But he's like, I remember seeing him before he came to WWE, which means I think it was ROH. I saw him in.
Yeah, he was a television champion.
Yeah, he's one of those dudes that he's really good on the mic. So I like that, and he's got a pretty good moveset too. So.
I like the theme. I dug his theme. I dug his style. Hopefully they'll get him to pick up some wins and stuff like that and start getting up there. But so far I saw that he lost to Keith Lee and he lost to Matt Riddle.
Well, I don't think anybody's beat Matt Riddle for a little while.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be protected. Well, except that he got knocked the fuck out on the ramp, but that's a different story.
He was not protected there.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So that's where we're gonna end it here.
Yes.
This is the Wrestling Babble podcast. Definitely check us out on all our social medias. The Wrestling Babble Facebook page, which is very interactive. Check me out on Merc with the Mic on Twitter, Instagram, and Tumblr, and YouTube, and Twitch, and then check out Red Cycle Inc. on everything in between: Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, WordPress, and Tumblr.
Yep, like we said, no excuses. You know where we at.
Everywhere. And always remember, follow Jenkins.
Sandwiches.
With a sausage sandwich.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Like Italian sausage.
Mm-hmm.
Not the St. Gennaro shit, because that's just like $15.
Oh. I don't know. Maybe once. Maybe once in a while.
Once in a while.
not for Jenkins. No,
not for Jenkins.
They go there every week. Don't do it.
All right. Peace out.
Peace.
Laters.